Hi, welcome to this video tutorial, and of course I remain Moses. In today's video tutorial, we're going to proceed with creating our e-commerce website. So I'm going to open my website in another tab. I want to explain something to you quickly so you won't be confused when I'm building the website. So currently I switched back to working on localhost. I had a bit of issue with my previous laptop, so I had to switch to my work laptop and recreate the interface. So it's pretty much still the same thing you are used to. I'm still using the Astra theme, and we have the home page, the shop page, the categories page, and products. The last time I said you should create multiple products. I showed you how to create one product, and I told you to duplicate it and create up to 10 or 15 products, and that's why we're having this. We also have this page. You can click on your shop page and you see this. I showed you the fact that if you click on a single page, you have a single page layout. These are possible because Astra theme and other eCommerce and Woocommerce theme comes with a pre-built template, a pre-built design for products and categories. And we also have the my account page, the cart page, and the checkout page. I already taught you how to create this header, how to add your cart icon, your user icon, and stuff like that. The only thing I did on this particular one is I changed the color. I changed the color to blue compared to the one I was using to teach you before. So that's just the only thing that changed. And currently I'm on localhost, so you can continue with working online, and if you want to come back to localhost, you're also welcome. So I'm going to come back to my page, and I already showed you how to create products. In today's video tutorial, I'll proceed to creating a landing page for our e-commerce website. So I'm going to come back to my page, and I'm going to edit the home page with Elementor. So we are back to our Elementor edit page, and the first thing we need to do is to create the hero section. So quickly, I'm going to create a big section, and I'm going to drag in an inner section right here. Cool. So I'm going to give this a background color, but if I give it a background color, I'm going to come to advanced. I'm going to give it a padding top of say 70 or 80 and padding bottom of 80. And I'm going to come to this style, and I'm going to give it a background color of blue. So we have this. Now you don't have to bother yourself with the color. I already told you when I was teaching you using the previous platform that you should come up with your own color or use my color. You can proceed with using that color. You don't have to change to blue. So color shouldn't be an issue. So after doing that, I'm going to drag in a carousel right here. Image carousel. I'm going to drag in an image carousel right here, and I want to add images. So I sourced these pictures online. I did some editing and stuff like that, so you can always get pictures online, definitely. So, and I'm going to select this. Let me just work with this 4. I'm going to insert it to gallery. Okay, now we have this. So what I did was image full size, slice to show. Now this is just basic customization. These have nothing to do with e-commerce or Woocommerce. You can design your hero section anyhow you want it. So I'm going to come to image trace, no. Navigation, none. I'm going to come to additional options. Autoplay, yes. Pause on hover, no. Pause on interaction, no. And I want this autoplay speed, and give it 3000. I'm going to give this 2.5. Perfect. I'm going to come to style. Okay, I want this transition, this slow transition. I'm going to make this 2000 instead. I want to give it fade. So we have something like this. Or better still, let me give this 1.5. So I'm going to come to this, and I think we are pretty cool. I think we're pretty done. I'm going to select this guy, and I'm the column here, and I'm going to make this middle. So I think I need to edit 1 or 2 images right here, so everything can sync easily. I'm going to remove this guy, and I'm going to insert gallery. Now the thing is, when you are developing your website, you need to work with image. Your image goes a long way, like working with the same dimension and stuff like that. So we have this, and right here I'm just going to drag in a heading text. I'm just going to give this, I'm not going to touch the text since what I want to show you is just the design. I'm going to come to typography. I think we are working with Poppins, or are we working with, should we work with Roboto? But let's see. Okay, I'm going to give this 400. I want to make it 70. Perfect. So the next thing I have to do is I'm going to drag in text editor right here. I'm going to come to style. Now to make this pure white. Perfect. And the next thing I have to do is drag a button right here, and I just give this visit shop. Come to style, and I want the background color as pure white and the text color as probably blue, something like this. Border radius 0, and we have this guy on hover. I want a pulse animation, so we have this pulse animation, and you can leave everything, or let me just give it text color of pure white, and border type solid, and the border color should be something like pure white, and I want the border to be something like 2. I'm also going to come back to normal, and I'm going to give it 2. Okay, this is perfect. Hover. Background color, I don't want a background color, so it should be gone. So we have this. Perfect. So that is that for the hero section. I'm just going to click on this to give it a kind of padding to the right. I'm going to uncheck this. I'm going to give this 10, right, something like 20 or 30, and 10. So we have this, and I'm going to update. The next thing I have to check is check for the mobile responsiveness, which is very important. So I'm going to click on this. I'm going to check tab review. As you can see, this is not looking good. I'm going to select this inner section, and I'm going to make this 100. Perfect. And I'm going to make this 100 as well. Cool. I'm going to select this and full 1. No. So we have this. I'm going to select the column, and I'm going to give it a margin top, maybe like 30. Perfect. I'm going to select this, and I need to adjust the text for mobile. I'm going to select this, and I'm going to reduce this to something like 40 or 50 thereabout. I'm going to select this section. I'm going to come to advanced. I'm going to check this. We have this guy. I think this is cool for me. This is perfect. I'm going to select the entire section, and I want to reduce the padding top and bottom to something like 50, bottom 50, and side left is not important. We have this. I'm going to click on update, and preview what we have so far. So we have this. So let's see, let's wait for the transition. So we have this. This is cool, and I'm going to come back to this page. I'm going to click on the desktop mode and continue my editing. Now the next thing you want to put can be probably your products, some of your products and stuff like that. Now while we were installing plugins for this particular training, I showed you some plugins you should install. So I'm going to go to installed plugins, and I'm going to show you some plugins that we installed then. So you need to activate them. I remember we activated Elementor, Elementor Pro, and Woocommerce. So you need to activate your Elementor and your Yeet Woocommerce wishlist. You need to activate all the plugins on your plugins page and come back to this website to reload it. So next now to do is I'm going to search for product. Now before we do that, okay, let me search for products. Now this is the default Woocommerce product on Elementor. So let me just drag this in to show you something quickly. As you can see, this is the default layout of the Woocommerce products. You can use this if you want to, but the reason why we installed this particular plugin Elementor is to customize this guy. So I can actually use this, I can customize this and make use of this. I'm going to close this, and I'm going to close this section, close this section, close this section, and I'm going to come to the Elementor add-ons. Now the widget I'm looking for is the universal product layout. I think it is this one right here, but let me check. I think it is this one right here. Let me see. Okay, so this is what I'm looking for. As you can see, this design is more modern and more realistic. So I'm going to go ahead to customize this guy. Layout, I want to give it a tab. Perfect. Same height box, yes. So I want everything to maintain the same height, as you can see right there. And columns, let me give you something like 4. I think I'm going to come to query product limit. Let's give it something like 4. So we have 4 columns, 1 row. So we have 4 products. And product categories, you can add the categories you want to display here. Probably you want to give it section. You can decide to give this, okay, Alienware, and give the title Alienware Pro, just like the way we did for blog. You understand? It's still the same process. Give it, probably you want to categorize them based on category for your landing page, depending on what you want to achieve. But I'm not going to do that. You can do that if you want to. So I'm going to come to content, or let me just do that, and let me select Alienware. So we have just the Alienware category right here. Don't mind the name of the product. It's just demo product. So we have Alienwares right here. As you can see, we have a kind of button right here for the Alienware. Or I can decide to add more categories. I can decide to add Dell and PHP, so you can switch. The essence of this button is, okay, let me just update and show you something quickly. You can switch between the 2 categories if you want to have that on your website. But most times I don't work with it, except I just want it. But let me show you how it works quickly. So we have this. I can switch between two categories, as you can see. The reason why the laptops are not changing is because I created the same products and I put them in all the categories, so that's why it's not changing. Had they been the products are different, I'm going to see a transition. But for me, I don't want this. I want all the products on my page to display right here. So I want that. I'm going to come to content settings. The style I want, content settings, I can use style 1. I can go for style 2. Let's see how that looks. As you can see, there's a change here. I can go for style 3. As you can see, I can go for style 4. As you can see, I think I prefer style 3. And we have this guy: hide title, hide price, hide category, hide category before border, blah blah, hide rating and stuff like that. If the product have a rating, you are going to see the rating down here. I'm going to come to action buttons, and I'm going to select style 2. As you can see, you can use this, and you can also use style 3. So you can also change the direction of these guys. You can make it to the right, you can make it appear in the middle, and you can make it come down. And this content button, you have it right here, depending on what you want. You understand? So everything still goes down to what you want, how you want the website to look. So most times I'm going to go with this guy. I'm going to go with this guy right here, and I want this, so I'm going to give it style 2. Perfect. Now the reason why we're seeing 3 buttons is because we have one right here, add to wish list. We have a wish list button right here. We have a quick view and we have a add to cart. So we have this. I can come here. Okay, I'm not done with customizing. That is content settings, action button settings, and image settings. Single image. You can make it image slider. If I make it image slider, the images will be scrolling. As you can see, for each product, if I have more than one image for one product, it will be scrolling just like this. You can make it an image slider. You can make it a gallery tab, anyone, but I prefer single image because of the speed of the website. Then countdown settings, show a countdown timer, blah blah blah. I don't want that. So basically we are done with this guy. So what I'm going to do is just drag in, come to basic. I'm going to drag in a heading above this guy. I'm going to give this latest product. I'm going to come to style. I'm going to make this pure something like this, and perfect. I'll just select the entire section and give it a padding top of, say, something like 60 and a padding bottom of 60. So we have this. To push things up, I can search for a divider, drag it below this guy, and I want it like this. I'm going to select double. I'm going to come to style and weight. I'm going to increase the weights, something like this. The gap, so I'm going to increase the weight to something like this. I'm going to come to this place and I want to give it a color of blue, something like this, something like that. And we have this. So fast, this is pretty straightforward. So we have this guy right here. You can decide to push it up if you want to. I'm going to update. So what I'll just be doing is duplicate this particular section, understand? But before I do that, I'm going to increase the product limit of this guy to query setting, product limit. I want to make it 6, and I'm going to come to layout settings and I'll give it just 3 columns. So we have this. I'm going to click on update to see what we have so far. So let's see what we have right here. The reason why I'm not wasting time to design the structure and stuff like that, because I already taught you how to design structure, and by now you should have a basic understanding of how to use Elementor to come up with a structure and a perfect design. So what I'm just showing you is how to show the layout of your product. As you can see, this is very simple. I don't think if you do this for a client, the client will appreciate it. This is a perfect example of doing a project for a client and getting paid for it. So another thing I want to do is I'm going to duplicate this entire column, this entire section. I'm going to duplicate it, and this one I'm going to call it probably 2022. Sorry, don't mind me. 2022 products, and this time around I'm going to make this a slider. Instead of working with tab, I'm going to select slider. Okay, and I'm going to come to query setting, product limit. I want to give it 5, and content setting. Okay, I do have this styled already, and let's see what we have. As you can see, self-in, as simple as that. So I'm going to come to content, don't touch this guy, action button, image setting, countdown setting, slider option. So work on the slider option, slider items. If I should make it 4, so we have 4 columns. Okay, something like this. I'm going to click on this to remove the padding top, so don't have a padding top again. And now we have a slider. I'm going to click on this to give it some more settings. Slider option, arrow, slider arrow, yes, slider dots, yes, and pause on over, no, slider autoplay, yes, autoplay speed 3000, autoplay animation, give it something like a 1000. So we have So we have this switch transition, slider item to scroll, just one, and slider items tablet. This is for tablet option, and we're going to do that now. I'm going to click on tablet option. We have this double product, and we have this. I need to adjust this guy. I'm going to come to slider option, tablet, slider items 2, and slider items to scroll 1, and I'm going to come to mobile. We have this guy right here, so I think this is perfect for the mobile option. I'm going to click on update. So I'm going to come back here, I'm going to come back to tab mode, and I can just come right here to copy this section. Basically, you want to make another section, understand? So I'm going to come back here to paste. So we have this again, and you can add more products down here. So let me just search for, so though there are a lot of other widgets you can work with for this particular plugins that we installed for the Elementor plugin, you can start to work with product tab. Let me just see what that looks like. We have accordion, product accordion, and stuff like that. You have this, as you can see. This is straightforward. Style 1, style 2. So you can just customize it as you wish. We have style 3. As you can see, pretty straightforward. So I think I'll just work with the style 2. So we have this add to cart, and blah blah blah. Another thing you can do is work with the default Elementor product layout. So I'm going to search for product, and what we're looking for is this one, product. This is the default Elementor product layout. I'm going to drag this right here. As you can see, and we have this guy. Understand, you can customize it, set it to what you want, but most times I don't use it. Though I do use it, but for this tutorial I won't use it. I'm just trying to drag in other widgets you can work with. So you have other stuff, so product image accordion, and stuff. Let me just show you what this looks like. As you can see, you can create a product accordion for your product, and you can click on wish list, you can click on buy, and you can customize this color. Actually, if you come to style, you can set the color and other stuffs. So I'm going to close this. That's just that for just play with the widgets right here. Play with all the widgets. You can close the Elementor add-on, you can click on the Woocommerce add-on and play with all the widgets right here. But for this page, I think the major widget you'll be using is the products and stuff like that. So I'm just going to close this. I'm just going to come back here to copy this entire section, and I'm going to come back here, paste it, and give it another title or something. But I'm just going to leave this like this, and I'm going to click on update. So let's see what we have so far, and we have this. As you can see, very simple. This is a full layout for an e-commerce homepage. They don't really do any special customization, and we have this. So let me just show you something quickly. If I click on quick view, it gives me kind of quick view of the product, of how the product looks. As you can see, this is the power of the Elementor. That's why I love working with Elementor sometimes. But if you are working with a machine that is not that powerful, my experience problem, something like lagging or stuff like that, this is Elementor. As you can see, we have this. If I click on add to wish list, it can be added to wish list. Product added to wish list, not carts. As you can see, there's nothing in my cart. That's the wish list. I'm still going to show you how to create your wish list page. So I'm going to, if you want to remove it from wish list, as you can see, browse wish list. This will take you to the wish list page. I think this also have been added to the wish list. I think product added, add to wish list, browse wish lists, product added already. So another thing I do is add to cart. If you click on add to cart, As you can see, it has been added to cart, and if I come up here, as you can see, we have one product in our cart already. And we can go ahead to check out from here. You can start to view cart. Let me open this in another tab, and check out. Let me open it in another tab. So let's come back here to see what we have right here. As you can see, this is the cart page. This is beautiful on its own. You can decide to proceed to checkout from here. You can either apply a coupon code, apply coupon, and stuff. This functionalities comes with Woocommerce and the other plugins you're able to put together. For this training, the plugins I put together were Elementor, Elementor, and Yeet wishlist. And if I come to my checkout page, we have this. The reason why we're having a blank stuff here because no payment method have been set up. So we have this. Basically, this website is done. I can just decide to add the footer, set up the payments, and everything will be running smoothly. But I still want to show you some things on how to customize your Woocommerce website to look special to your brand. You understand? So I'm going to close this too, and I think we are basically done. I'm going to inspect to see what we have in mobile version and tablet version. Surfing in, as you can see, you can decide to make this double column for your mobile also if you want to. So I'm going to come to iPad, and we have this for iPad as well. And this is pretty simple, as simple as that. So this is where we're going to stop for this video tutorial. Of course, I remain Moses. I'm going to see you in the next video.